Bonjour, my darlings. Happy Wednesday. Good morning, my darlings. How are you? We got our cup of coffee, although it's almost time for a refill. And darling, I guess happy shutdown. And darling Nancy, before you come into my comments to police my tone, I'm not laughing because it's funny before you come in here and go, I'm going to suffer. How dare you say it with a smile? I disapprove of your laugh and I disapprove of your, you know what? I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say it because I want this to stay up. Whoo, you must be new here. If this is the suffering that concerns you and not all the suffering that's happened thus far, it says more about you than me, Dunny. It says more about you than me. Okay, so first of all, the Tilla of the floating variety has made it. So the people did get some supplies. All right, so let's kick it off with that. France is falling, and while that in and of itself isn't necessarily great, it's because Africa has cut them off. And darling, I am for the ancestors rising up and calling back. Okay, I am for Africa cutting people off. I'm for them having their own internet, and I am for the lands and empires that were built off of resources, including the humankind that came from there, getting their cosmic comeuppance. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's not necessarily let it burn, but what was it? Let me, the old Usher song. Let it burn, let it burn. Sorry, it's not funny. It's not funny. So while these people that are responsible for what's happening but can never take accountability for their own actions, so while they are sending $20 billion to Argentina and endless $1 billion to ice cream, you know, that place that we can't even criticize because it's more protected than this country. We fund their college, their military, their healthcare. There is no price we won't pay for any of that. Those people are sitting up here telling you that we're in a shutdown because the demon rats want illegals to have healthcare. Like, if y'all are still buying that, I know some of you still are because my mother is. My kids are like, why is she like that? I'm like, it gets in. It's a rot. And once it sets in, it's really hard to get it out because they just repeat it. They don't need data. They tell themselves they've seen it. Yeah, they do. I've seen it myself. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. Stop saying it. I'm glad to see folks pulling Unky Drunky for filth, talking about he wants nothing but hot dudes with higher fitness requirements when that dude can't pass the current PT test. He can't even do a pull, flailing his little legs, talking about you guys need to be more fit. I want to see hot, hairless white men everywhere. And it's like, you think Chad Jr. wants to go to the front lines? If you get rid of all the diversity, who are you going to send out there to sacrifice? The keyboard warriors? Okay. The people who couldn't build a shed in the woods? Okay. All right. Sure. Send them. Send them. Isn't it interesting that these men that are wearing makeup, girdles, heels, lifts, hairspray, they've all got bronzer. This dude has a makeup studio talking about man up, everyone. And I just want to remind you, he is a professional F-boy. That's the reason why he wants all women back in the kitchen. It's always F-boys that are like that. It's always F-boys that want to be regarded as hyper masculine men, especially as they get older and realize that they just use their go-go stick their whole life. And then they get older, right? And they start getting bald and the stick is starting to have functioning issues and they realize, oh snap, I'm going to need someone to take care of me. And they have nothing to offer because all they did was stay hot and stick people. Those are the ones that are showing up talking about, but I love you. I don't need net worth. I have net nothing, but I got a heart. I'll love you. That should be enough, right? That should be enough. Please say it's enough. Please say it's enough. Don't you want to not be alone? Like, I'm fine. It sounds like you don't want to be alone, though. We're watching Candy and Fuentes versus the Widow. Like, the folks are just digging in. And yeah, it is interesting that Candy seems to be more interested in helping out her friend than the Widow, who's like smiling from ear to ear. She didn't spend no time with her kids. She is touring. She is happy. She's getting donations. People are like, what is off about that? What's off about it? Oh. Look, I'm happy to see more and more folks realizing that you cannot acquiesce the bully. That's what this whole thing is about. If we gave them what they wanted to avert a shutdown, they would still do all the things that they're threatening to do anyway. When you give the bully your milk money, does he stop coming or does he come back for more? Look at the people in your neighborhood, the people who align themselves with this. This is why I said it starts at the local levels. These are the people who whine about everything, okay? And they try to blame everything on the people they want to, which is people like me or the left. And right now they can't. Even though they're trying, they can't. So they're like, what do we do? Who can we get mad at? Bad Bunny. Puerto Rico's a U.S. territory. All right. Next, like, the competency, literacy, education levels are low. are very, very low, and y'all are worried about bowing to them because you didn't want to be uncomfortable. Guess what, baby? Guess what? You're going to get a little bit uncomfortable, all right? And before you say it's not funny, remember the people that have been uncomfortable in cages. Remember the people that are uncomfortable and missing before you complain about how you might be slightly inconvenienced and how it's not funny for you, okay?